Gene, stop. Yeah, I'm not paying enough for this shit. Hang on. What the fuck, Logan? Oh, what the fuck? How about you gotta do a retro review right now? Whoa, hang on. Before I have to blast you, hey, take the stupid Yankee hat off. You look like a Long Islander. Really? Just like that? Yeah, just like that. Did you just get corona? No, Logan, I did not. Anyway, yeah. Hi. Scott Summers here, Real Nerf, in case you can tell with the glasses. Oh, wait. Logan, I thought it was gonna be the 92 one, not this. You gotta do it or else. Or else what? My clone daughter kicks your ass. Or I guess dates Nate. Okay. I'm not into that ship yet. Gene kinda is, I don't know why. Also, card to his, death battle. I guess of his older self getting his ass handed to some booster gold dude. He looks Smallville-ish to me, honestly. And I guess keeping it Smallville around here, happy belated birthday to Tom Welling, who played that show Superman. I know Retro is not a big fan of, well, mostly the latter half of the series, but I guess even he would admit that he does respect game the actor, so. That, or I get brownie points to talk to Monica Rosenbaum. Yeah, very kind of funny of me. Anyway, today's quick-ish TV retro review. God damn it, I can't believe that's turning 20 soon. Yeah, let's just rip the Band-Aid out of this one. X-Men Evolution. Another rule of the road, in case you can tell with this whole COVID situation. Yeah, Retro hasn't really got around to getting a haircut, and combing it takes a bit of a village. Forge knows, and multiple doctors in Krakoa. Hi, Reyes, in case you're watching. Still sorry about New Mutants getting delayed again. So I guess card to now retro final trailer that would have been the final release date, now that I think about it. Pleasantries in business, Krakoa and politics aside, what's there to be said about a near 20-year-old show that replaced the 92 Jim Lee-inspired animated show that me, my wife, and my kids were basically made out of? It was I guess the better show at the time. It was not on Fox Kids anymore. It transitioned into WB Kids, for a really decent time slot at the time. And in case you could tell, the selective memory is a little more specific than usual, is because Gene's also helping me out with Retro's memory of how he remembered the scheduling the show at the time. So, yikes. Sorry for probing your childhood there, Retro. My bad in advance. I don't know on Gene's end, but I'll see if I can get Cable to at least apologize. It's kind of a family effort this time around. This will be the part where I start showing most of the clips and stuff, but, copyrights and stuff, and I don't even want to get flagged for, I guess, the images, because apparently that was a thing when he was doing his WWE stuff back at the time. Yeah, Shane McMahon was a piece of shit. Okay. Shane's a piece of shit, but so is Vince. Okay, you're not wrong about that. Oh, damn it, you dropped your shotgun. By the way, Force did a great job with your BioGyver-ish, Bio Booster, I guess, battery packs for the Hellspawn over you requested. Yeah, it actually looks pretty sweet. Actually, could you, get the shotgun? I'm a little far off the shot. Oh, yeah, no problem, man. So, yeah, in case you can still tell, I'm still trying to, prep a fight with, Al Simmons, Spawn soon, so hopefully that could be like a, I guess, channel equivalent of a death battle. Here you go, man. Yeah, thanks, jackass. Fuck you. Whoa, you know what I can do with these eyes? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so let's break down the seasons. Season 1 was pretty much the most Friday Night Lights looking one. I guess to compare to kids these days, 13 Reasons Why. I might do a full series review of it if Retro lets me. Will you? Okay, maybe. I'll take a maybe. Yeah, I'm looking at our graduation photo. Most of the core cast wasn't really here yet. We somehow got Boom Boom from, Weapon X, or I think, was it X-Force? Yeah, I think it was X-Force. What the hell, 90s. Hank, was actually human for a while in the first season. Became his full self in season 2 when we kind of sort of got exposed. And, if the memories are a little too specific on subplots, is because this was where I kind of sort of came in as the James Marsden version of the character. And, I think Rogue was more of the Anna Paquin version at the time. Speaking of Rogue, she had a lot of cool episodes for that and most of the series. One of which was Wild Side, where it was just basically the plot of Craft. If you ever saw that old Witch '90s movie retro trailer, there in case you want to see that, some weird stuff. And I think we copied one of their animations. Yeah, word for word. I guess body language equivalent, word for word. So yeah, the later seasons do get weird, but I'm gonna keep to the core concept that core team I was with. Me and Nightcrawler, we were cool dudes. He was like a foreign exchange student. I was a hometown kid. I kind of knew what's up. Got my shit pushed in with a lot of jocks at the time. And as per usual in any timeline or multiverse, me and Gene are always a thing. I guess in the best friend, partner status at that time. We weren't really serious with our relationship yet, but that's a whole thing. I think Kitty and, I forgot. Nightcrawler's code name. Very un-Catholic of me. My bad. For reals. They kind of came into the fold like they did, I think, all the way back in the old pilot for X-Men 92. I guess Cartoon did those weird-ass clips, especially an Aussie version of Logan. Wow, how that became more ironic than usual. Hi, Hugh Jackman. Anyway, Spike was the only original mutant we had for the show. We didn't really have much original mutants in the 92 series to compare it. Mainly because everyone was becoming a thing at the time, and anyone who was new just came straight out of the comics that week, so Cable, my son being included, was that clear case in point. I think a quick cameo for Deadpool. Wait, I was a thing? Dude, wait, how the hell did you get in? Oh, like you haven't breached this security before. Okay, true. True. There have been a subplot and a original character other than Spike that has become the fan favorite to the point of being in Logan. If you know the review that I know you know, and the Marvel Legends figure that's currently pointing the... Aww, how sad. She couldn't do the bird, the adamantium bird like her father did. Yeah, I'm been burying late here. It's Laura. Let's just get this out of the way. She was mostly grunting in her debut episode. She had very little to talk about. All of her backstory was in passing through not just S.H.I.E.L.D., but Hydra and Captain freaking America of all people. So, if anything, that did kind of lined up later on in the comics with her actual debut, with not only Steve himself finding and discovering her, but Daredevil, a.k.a. Matt, Murdoch himself. Yeah, I think we wear the same, I think we got the same eyeglasses, Taylor. Hey, man, in case you're wondering. And, dude, you seriously gotta be in the new Spider-Man movie. I know they're delayed till 2021, but, hey, fingers crossed, man. Or optic cross, whatever. I don't cross streams in case anyone's asking with my optic blast. Squinting doesn't really work with me on that. Anyway, in Laura's end, she was mostly grunting and, screaming because she was sneaking into the mansion that episode. And, the following episode with her in it was actually saving Logan's ass during a Black Op mission. Another thing about this Logan, he's the only one that's the oldest out of us, other than Storm and the Professor himself. And, his voice actor was Steve Bloom. Yeah. Tom. Yeah. Bebop. Yeah. Any anime protag you may have heard of the last 25 years, that's Steve Bloom as Logan. And who has continued to play Logan on a couple of occasions, one of which was the animated the X-Men anime made in Japan that got a horrible, I guess, G4 dub. But Steve was there to carry through, so I gotta give him that. Also, if you go see that, you get armor and I think a handful of Retro's actual class he was working with in the mansion before we had to move to Cocoa last year. Yeah, just saying. We're life-wise, I guess, in my side of the coin, and I guess what Retro was doing behind the scenes with us in the X-Men, so whole thing there. The only character who got buried was, ironically, Gambit. He was around, I think the second to last, or maybe a few episodes of the final season, and we did eventually have a future episode of us in our Jim Lee-ish suits with the same suit design. I've also been very late about the suit design. It's very, how do I say this nicely? The movies at the time, basic aesthetic. We still had our black. We still had some semi-leather. We had the yellow, which is the good news. Logan on his suit's end had a lot of orange, so that's also good news there. I think the battery for this phone's about to dry, so ultimately, as a TV show, and since my country is mandatory with the 10 system with any character, including Logan, because I think he used to do the fight for a while, it's a 9.5 out of 10. Keep in mind, it's also because of legacy and how long-lasting it is, and it still said the same message as the original show did in 92, so it's a good successor. It sucks it was a little bit of a reboot, so it could be repackaged to be like the movies at the time. Honestly, Comic Book Girl 19 has bitched about the movies to death, and honestly, Retro has a long list of reviewing a handful of them, so link to the channel below if you guys want to go look at it. I think it's in the movie playlist section, if not card 2, if we got time for that. Ultimately, in my personal opinion, without it, I wouldn't have Laura, I wouldn't have Spike, I wouldn't have Nightcrawler, I wouldn't have my team, essentially, that I have today. Not just for X-Force and stuff, but just in general, whenever I need help, when I either need a mission that I know I'm going to get killed in, or I guess in this case nowadays, get res back from. So, that's a whole thing. So, end card's coming up, and I guess previous video here to my son's reaction to the death battle. I know it's a few weeks old by now, but hey, what are you going to do? Other hand here, and my Optic Blast to the subsection to the to Retro's channel. So, hand here for his review of Double Dragon. Wow, Retro much? Yeah, definitely his namesake. And hopefully later this week he does, ironically, somebody I also might have inspired some of my loadouts with, Jack Traven himself, aka Keanu, in friggin' Speed. Oh, hang on a sec. Gene, can I have a second report real quick? Thanks. With Dennis Hopper as Howard Payne. You couldn't get any more 90s with that weird sociopath. Oh, tweaking a bit. Hang on. Yeah, thanks, Gene. So, yeah, Hopper, Lord of the Harvest, the character actor of character actors, that second rivals Christopher Walken and Nicolas Cage. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. So, hopefully, when Retro gets around to that review, and I think Extraction, keeping a Marvel focus with Thor's End, that's I guess, the list for this week's reviews. That being said, I hope to God you learned anything about, our side of the fence, what we processed about X-Men Evolution over the years. It's still a good show. I kind of rival the script and the story plot lines, kind of like Smallville, hence why I defended that, and Smallville in my side of the coin, second rapport-wise. And, yeah, take care, subscribe, and, any mutants when it comes to Krakoa, we might have some cool healthcare for you. Well, mainly Forge, probing you with some bio-enhancements, but, hey, healthcare nonetheless. I'm serious. Please come to Krakoa.